Okay, that does not look safe at all. So you know what? I'm just gonna stand. I'm gonna stand behind you. Okay, my boss, my friend, my human shield.
That's not cool.
I don't care.
Hey, what's up YouTube land? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the TFC Toys MADBLENDER. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we will take a quick look at the packaging. So here it is, his name is MADBLENDER, and for the last time, it's a hammer. Here is MADBLENDER looking all like I'm gonna have to shoot you now. Got that same piece of artwork on this side of the box. On the other side, you have a heel, you have a broken mixing drum, and you have a chest shield. On the back, you have your obligatory product shot. He does this, he does that, and he does the other. And he does it well. So there you have that. And of course, you get your instructions. And of course, you get your collector's card with the tech specs, which do leave out his years of competitive badminton. I don't know why they leave this stuff out. I really don't. I think that's important information. At least I do anyway. I don't know about you, but I think it's very important. But anyway, so here is MADBLENDER, who is an homage to G1 Constructicon Mixmaster. And yes, here he is in his cement mixer mode. And again, very nicely done, a nicely done alt mode. Got some silver paint apps here, all the usual molded detail that we expect from these figures now. Got some clip points here. Back here you have the what will be the center portion of the chest shield for Hercules. And that just plugs in right back here. And the underside is very clean. And you have 8 wheels, which roll very nicely, very freely. And it does have some steering to it as well. The front cab section can move, and that's just due to the ankle pivot for the combined mode. So you do get some steering action going on, which is a nice touch. It's a nice little bonus. And the mixing drum does rotate freely, which is pretty cool. So yes, very nicely done. And for comparison, here he is with G1 Mixmaster, and yes, still adorable. Still adorable. There you have that. And of course we have to bring in his brothers in construction, his brothers in destruction. That's right. If I can get them all in shot, there they are. There they are. I'm a happy geek. I really am. I don't know about you, but I am. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful, beautiful, beautiful thing. But yes, and of course, he does come with his weapons, the one red transparent weapon and the one purple weapon. And this black piece is basically the handle for the combined mode for Hercules' rifle. You're just going to hold it by that, and you can remove this if you want. It does pop right off. And of course the guns you can plug in various places. You can plug them in here, you can plug them in right here, you can plug them in on either side of the cab. Again, as usual, you have options, which is always a nice touch. So I think that's pretty much it for this mode. So now we'll go into combined mode. So first thing you want to do is you want to pop off this purple piece. And you're going to bring this black piece back, which will free up the mixing drum. And now you want to take this whole thing and rotate it. And you can see here these molded in details. You want these molded details now facing the rear of the truck, like that. Then you're going to bring this back, plug this back in. And you're going to see here, right here, there are 2 tabs. And they're going to plug into these 2 slots right back here. So you're just going to take this whole cab section, just bring it up, and plug those tabs in. Like that. And you're going to take these purple pieces right here and bring them down like that, and come back here and bring these purple pieces down like that. And that basically keeps this wheel off the ground. Otherwise, Hercules will be roller skating. And I don't know if you want that. But there it is. There is the foot / lower leg mode for Hercules. So now he doesn't have to hop around. Now he has 2 legs. And of course, it does have that ankle pivoting action, which will help posability. So that's pretty much it. That's all there is to it. You got the connector port right here on a nice, heavy ratchet joint, just like all the others. And yep, that's it. It's a foot and a lower leg. So get him back into his mixing truck mode, which is very easy. Voila! It's like magic. Okay, so now let's go to robot mode. So what I like to do is I like to just take this mixing drum and just pop this off, put it aside, and we'll start with the legs. So you're going to take the cab section here and just extend it out like that. Going to split the legs. Now you're going to rotate the leg at the upper part of the leg and then rotate it at the lower part of the leg, just like that. So now you want this purple piece facing forward. And then you're going to flip the foot down like that, and then take this purple piece and bring it out like that. Then second verse, same as the first. Rotate it at the upper part of the leg and then rotate it at the lower part like that. Bring the foot down, bring the purple piece back. This one's a little harder. There we go. And there you have his legs. Just want to rotate him at the waist, 180, like that. Let's bring the camera up here. You want to take these wheels and bring them back, like that. You want to take these sections here and unpeg them and bring them down, like that. You're going to take this whole assembly and bring it up, and it just pegs in right here into the arms. So I'll leave that hanging back there for now. You're going to take the arms and bring them down. You're going to rotate them. Bring the arm down, rotate it so these black details are facing forward. Flip out the hand. You just want to take this wheel assembly, just bring it up against the shoulder like that. Second verse, you guessed it, same as the first. Flip out the fist, bring it up against the shoulder. You take this back piece now and fold it in, and these 2 pegs right here are going to peg into these 2 ports right here behind the shoulders. Take it, plug it in, just fold this back, and you get in here and you pop up his head. And there you have it, people. There you have MADBLENDER in his robot mode. And I do have to say that this is probably my favorite robot mode. I really do. I love this design. I think it looks really, really good. And of course he does have the insane light piping, although it is blocked by this piece behind his head. But if you turn him around, you can see that crazy light piping. I love the light piping. And a good head sculpt. All around nicely done, nice details going on there. It's very well done. Now the chest piece here, you can't leave this plugged in like that and have it as like an overhead guns. Me personally, I like to leave it just kind of folded down. I like to leave it hanging down like that. You can have the mixing drum attached to his back. You can either plug it in this way, or you can actually have it plugged in the way it was, but it does kind of look not all that great. That's okay, we're going to get to the mixing drum in a little bit. And of course he does have his guns, which he can hold in his hands, and he has various ports on his forearms. He does have ports on his shoulders. He has ports above his head, 2 ports above his head. So you can basically plug him in wherever. He does have ports on his shins. He has a port right here on his knee. So again, you do have a plethora of options. But the one part that I love, my favorite part about MADBLENDER is the mixing drum and what you can do with this, because this is truly insane. Now what you want to do is you want to get your fingernails in here and just pry this apart, and you'll see this is going to be awesome. There you go. Just want to break it apart like that, and you're left with this center piece, and each of these pieces will separate. So you got that, you got that, you got that, and you got that, and each of these pieces, as you can see here, is molded with barrels. So yes, he has a crap load of extra guns. A crap load of extra guns. And the cool thing is, wait, before I get to that, you know what? Before I get to that, because I'm skipping steps. Let me show off the articulation first before I get to the awesome. Articulation, his head is on a ball joint. It can rotate. It can go up and down. Really, it's more moving on this gray piece than anything. The arms can do a full 360, although it is hindered by this wheel hanging out back here. The arms can go in and out via the shoulder joint. He does have a bicep swivel, has an elbow joint. He got some movement here in the wrist. He does have a waist joint. Due to the ankle pivot, he does have that kind of belly dancing action. Legs can go forward and back. A nice ratchet joint. They can go in and out. They rotate at the thigh, and of course they rotate at the shin. And you actually get two knee joints. You get a knee joint here, although when you move that knee joint, it basically looks weird, and you get the joint right here. So, and of course you get some up and down toe movement. So there's all the articulation. Now that we got that out of the way, now it's time for the epic. Yes, time for the epic. Now what I like to do, this is how I like to display him. Now what I do is I take these pieces, I bring them out, rotate them, and flip them out like that. So the wheels are now facing down. And you see here, there are ports on these pieces. So what I like to do is, I like to take these cannons and plug them in up here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is going to be awesome. Uh-oh. Is the suspense killing you? Because it's killing me. But trust me, it's going to be awesome. I plug those in there. Then I take these and I plug them into his forearms. Like that. Now again, this is how I like to display him. I take these and I plug them onto his shins. Like that. And of course, the centerpiece that's left over from the mixing drum, you can plug into his hand. You can hold that as a rifle. And this part, you can remove this part if you want, but me personally, I like to leave it on. I think it gives the barrel a little more oomph. And I like to take his guns. I do take these black pieces off. And I plug one into the top of his hand, and I plug one into the bottom of his hand. And then I just take these leftover pieces here, and I just plug them in back here for storage, like that. And of course, you can, take this and have it over his head as more armament. And as you can see here, this is simply awesome right here. This alone makes him worth the $100. This is like Armageddon mode right here. He's ready to unleash some murder in massive quantities. And and the cool part is this barrel right here actually has 3 ports on the top side and the bottom side. So you can actually load some more guns on here if you want to. But like I said, this is how I like to display him in his Armageddon mode. And this is insane in every way, shape, and form. And I love it. I love it. I mean, it is brilliantly insane. Ah, man. As far as I'm concerned, they saved the best for last because this is my favorite. Mad Blender is my absolute favorite. Now, for comparison, here he is with G1 Mixmaster. And as you can see, not nearly as terrifying as Mad Blender. Not nearly as terrifying. And of course, we got to do it. Here he is, Dr. Crank, Heavy Labor, I've forgotten their names already, X-Graver, Neckbreaker, I don't know if I can fit everybody in frame, Structor, they're all there, trust me, they're all there in some form or another. Yes, yes! Reunited, and it feels so good. Feels so good. But yes, as far as Mad Blender is concerned, I'll say it again, I think TFC Toys saved the best for last. He is by far my favorite just because of this mode alone. Just because of the fact that you can do this. He is the winner of this series. Just a simply awesome figure. And usually I would do a cutaway gag at the end of this review, but you know what? I think I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it for when we truly get the band back together. So there's the TFC Toys Mad Blender, and this is EmGo's saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.